Good morning, everyone. We are Power to User. We bring clean, reliable power to remote communities and remote installations. And we have the potential to spark an impressive cycle of improvements on the economical and social side to remote communities. So we are here today to offer you the opportunity to be part of that change together with us by investing in our pilot project. So first, who are we exactly? Why us? Well, providing power that's affordable to remote communities in small projects has proved to be a huge challenge. That's because small projects have high related fixed costs. So we have been working for 4 months on this project, and before submitting our proposal last summer, to be completely honest with you, we did not know anything about this industry. We've sought advice from the best industry experts back in Canada for support, for help to design the best solution for remote communities that would deliver power that's affordable, reliable, and secure with low emissions, obviously, because our solution is clean, renewable solution. All right, so our team here, that's Power to Users team, and we combine a diverse experience in sustainability consulting with Antoine, project management, notably in the electricity market with Cimon, and for myself in research and development. On top of that, Kevin, Antoine, and I have extensive experience working in developing partnerships abroad in business development, and this is essential for our project. Also, one thing to mention, we have been knowing each other pretty well now for over a year, and we've been working together on different projects. We know each other pretty well. We are an agile team, and we can make things move pretty quickly. So I was talking about our experience. I'm going to go through that. I've already mentioned that. So, like I've mentioned, our diverse experience is key in our business proposal. That will enable us to deliver power that's affordable, power that's reliable, while creating jobs here in Queensland and Australia today with the required operation and maintenance for our different projects. And it's also aligned with the government of Queensland and Australia's sustainable development goals. But what is the challenge exactly? Why am I telling you all of that? The challenge right now, in one word, is diesel. Diesel, actually, remote communities and remote installations right now rely on diesel to have their supply of electricity, basically. Problem with diesel is it's expensive, as it has in most cases, obviously, as it's for remote communities, it has to be carried from far away, so it's expensive. It's unreliable because it's dependent on diesel price fluctuations, and in many cases, it has to be imported. And also, obviously, it has high carbon emissions. So our solution to solve this problem is to combine different generating sources technology and storage technologies. So basically, we're integrating the best technologies that were designed in a way that they're perfectly suited for small microgrids. They are fit for our solution. And key here is integration. Integration enables us to provide an affordable solution that's reliable and also that can be implemented tomorrow or today even. So you must be wondering right now, what are these technologies? How are they enabling us to provide an all-in-one solution for microgrids? I forgot to mention for up to 500 kilowatt. These are our target market for small microgrids. How are we bringing reliability up, and how are we bringing costs down? My colleague Antoine will tell you more about these technologies.
So I'm happy to introduce you the technology that part of our solution, our microgrid. So before going further, I'm happy to announce that we met each president of each company. They believe in our project, and they give us a letter of intent in order to collaborate with them if we win the 2017 GBC fund price. If you want to have a look at the appendix A to G, you will see all of those letters of intent. Our first technology is EO cycle, which have the lowest maintenance cost and the best LCOE of their categories, and they are able to overcome problem that normally small turbine winds face. Our second technology is alien photovoltaic module. They have the highest efficiency monocrystalline solar module in the market, and they have a long life guarantee that is really interesting in the long time run. The third technology is the adaptive balance power flywheel. The contact-free magnetic bearing and the ultra-high vacuum enable us to bring security and reliability in our microgrid when we will face power outage. So I'm happy to introduce you the partnership that we have with Heat Canyon lithium-ion batteries. Their innovative design, including pattern, have a bending model and a design for cooling. They enable us to support up to 150 ohms, and they can operate safely between minus 20 Celsius degrees and up to 60 Celsius degrees. And the battery will enable us to storage all the electricity if we have environment constraint condition. Then we have the Shipstone Corporation that enable us to having a converter that give us a key solution in order to having not be I will take 5 seconds. Yeah, so it's a turnkey solution that allows to customize each project. Then we will be able to decrease our dependency to specify workforce, and then we will be able to scale up more quickly. And finally, the Cimon energy storage batteries. It's more when we'll be able to scale up to a bigger microgrid. Then we will having a partnership with a company that wins many awards for the quality of their batteries. And then we will be able to scale up more quickly as we already have partnership for bigger microgrid. So you must wondering how unique is our solution. I will let Cimon continue with it.
Thanks, Antoine. What is our unique solution? It is to involve each specialized provider in each of this technology in a single project. The key to reliable and cost-effective electricity supply will come from the integration of all these different technologies. Right now, there are no major player who is doing this, and that's what we create. We create an unprecedented synergy between more than 6 technology providers, developing an unmatched knowledge with a go-to-market strategy of build, operate, and own, with a mix of power purchasing agreement. Our solution also resolves the major problem raised by Alan Finkel's blueprint. We provide a secure energy source which is reliable because we use smart energy storage with battery and flywheel. We lower carbon emission because we use renewable power production, and we lower electricity costs because we use the latest efficient technology in each of their domains. Now, to make it happen, we need a solid business model. We base our business model on 3 key points. The first one is build, own, operate, mixed with a power purchase agreement, which is going to secure the cash flow for the business, going to secure the customer price, and going to secure the investor, the investment of the investor. In addition, the power purchase agreement adds flexibility to the project and the ability to monetize tax incentives. The second pillar is provider leasing agreement, which balance usage and costs and increase company value. And the third one is a turnkey solution, which minimizes the risk for the customer and the owner and include the maintenance for the lifetime of the project, bringing peace of mind for the owner and customer.
Thank you, Cimon. Scaling is vital for any businesses to stay in place. That's why we developed a two-axis scaling process that perfectly suits our business model. First, we have the vertical axis where we fully control the capacity segment we're working on. Then we have the horizontal process where we move to a larger capacity upgrade solution with bigger revenue and profit margin. Here we have the vertical axis workflow. First, we find the best solution that delivers the lowest LCOE on the market for the segment we're working on. We then find the best partners to bring alive the solution. We design a complete pilot project, we implement it, and we learn from it. We repeat the process 3, 4, and 5 until we fully master the segment we're working on. The vertical process is a part of the horizontal scaling workflow. In the horizontal scaling workflow, we first find the most optimized segment that is worth working on in terms of capacity. We then develop it and learn it in the vertical process, and then we're ready to export it and move to the next segment. After many in-depth analysis of multiple reports, we found that the most challenging segment to be working on is also the most rewarding one. The segment with a capacity under 500 kilowatts of capacity. To make sure that we fully master the segment capacity, we work toward delivering projects up to 5 years in incremental numbers, starting with two pilot projects, moving to year 5 with up to 16 projects, for a total of 31 upgrade solutions, bringing revenue for each for over a 25 years timeline period. Afterward, we will be ready to move to the next segment. Talking about exportation, this means that we have a home market. Here it is, Australia. Australia has all the characteristics needed to host many upgrade solutions like ours. In fact, Australia has the potential to transition 1.2 gigawatts of energy toward renewable energy. A solution like ours is perfect for scaling outside Australia. I could tell you many country names, for example, that would be suitable for a solution, like sub-Saharan countries, India, Indonesia. In fact, globally, the market value for a solution is expected to grow to $5 billion in 2030. Like we said in the beginning of our speech, 400 gigawatts of energy globally is still produced by diesel generators, out of which 250 is yet to be transitioned to either an hybrid solution or just replace it. To make this come alive, we are standing here today because we want to build a 200 kilowatt pilot project to confirm the full potential of our solution. And we want to do it here in Queensland. A huge process like this, a huge pilot project like this, require a massive project planning to ensure the success of it. We have the full pilot project process inside our business case proposal, but I want to point out something. We have already started working on some key points for the pilot initiation and the pilot planning, and also started working with some partners. A project management for such a huge proposal is not only the key to success, but it's also required to ensure the success of such a huge project. Talking of success, let's move toward the financial part of a proposal.
Our investment need. Launching an unprecedented off-grid project will need 85 million in minimal funding, which is roughly 50% of all the total cost of the project, with 1.8 million. The difference is due to the provider leasing agreement that we're going to make with the solar panel, the wind turbine, and the batteries. And this is why today we want 500,000 for financing the project, and the 350,000, as you probably seen on our project proposal, we're going to go and find it with other partners easily that we mentioned in the proposal. Now let's take a look at the financial. First of all, we have auditing all our financial by a professional who works for Accuracy Consulting in Canada before the challenge and during the lockdown. We got a 15 years payback for all of our assets, 1.8 million in business valuation with the method of discounted cash flow, and 22% of weighted average cost on capital, which is roughly the original investment for investor. The last one, we think that the 25 years we have used in the discounted cash flow for the amortization represent a lower lifetime of all of our assets. From the financial, we have used the least favorable project, the 200 kilowatts, since we use the 200 kilowatts. The 31 project that we forecast was on 200 kilowatts too, with the list of technology we have mentioned before and all the quantity we need to make the project happen. The message here is that most of our projects are going to be in the remote community of Queensland. In the remote community of Queensland, we're going to bring sustainable job with operation and maintenance. That's the first one. Sustainable minimization of carbon emission. That's the second one. And a return on investment for investors. That's the third one. It's a win-win-win solution that we propose you today.
All right. Thank you everyone for listening. Time for a quick wrap up. My name is Kevin. I'm here along with my longtime colleague Cimon, Felix, and Antoine. Together we are Power to User. We want to bring a new option to thousands of remotes of communities and installations across the globe. An option in which there is a choice to not rely on diesel produced energy. We want to build a 200 kilowatt pilot project. This is why we're here today. And the only thing that we require to move forward is a $500 in investment. An investment that could be a game changer in delivering reliable, profitable, and renewable energy.